Okay, you guys, so for today's video, we are testing out a new foundation. Obviously, it's not a new foundation. It's just new to me. I've seen this everywhere. I've seen so many reviews and raves about it, and I wanted to test it out for myself, you guys. I am going to be reviewing the Gorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. You guys, this baby is expensive. She retails for $64 on the Sephora website. Let me see. Yeah, $64, you guys. There she is in all her glory. And I did get the shade number 4. It says light skin with golden undertones. And I went to New York recently in December, like towards the end of December, January time. And they had Armani in store, so I was able to kind of try and color match myself at that time. And I was pretty fair, which I still am pretty fair. Because there's no sun here in New York. Don't let this lighting fool you. But it says it's an award-winning oil-free foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage and luminous finish that leaves skin looking naturally flawless. Those are the claims. The coverage is medium, finish is natural, formulation's liquid, and the type is for normal, dry combination, and oily, which I do have dry combination skin. I feel like it's more dry than oily, just like in my opinion. It says this beauty favorite is made with patented microfile technology, unlike other foundations which are made with round pigments that cause separation on the skin. Microfile technology pigments lay flat and seamlessly blending and layering flawlessly. Second skin effect and a lit from within glow. So those are its claims. And that's all like they say about the foundation, because on the box it doesn't really show any claims or anything like that. But this does retail for $64, you guys, and it is pretty expensive. It is 1 ounce, so 30 millimeters. And let me show you guys the bottle really quick. I did take it out and put it on my vanity or on my desk right here because she is so pretty. Actually, you guys, I thought this was such a small little bottle for 1 ounce. Let me see. Well, it's kind of comparable to my NARS, I guess, and they are both, except that the NARS has like a matte black top, but it does have a frosted glass. So does this one. This one has the frosted glass as well, you guys, so that's the comparison on that one. I will be using this with my Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, because this is one of my favorite concealers, and it's not a matte concealer, so I wanted to keep that luminosity from the foundation. So I already went ahead and put my clips on to clip my hair back so it's not in the way or anything like that. As you guys know, we are going to be using the Luminous Silk Foundation by Gorgio Armani. You guys, this is a pretty penny, so I'm really excited to use this, and I am going to be using this foundation in conjunction with the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. It says it energize and rescue with Olay, coconut water, and probiotics, and is silicone free. So I did want to use this with a moisturizing primer instead of a mattifying one, just because these are the types of primers that I prefer, and I just wanted to use it with something that I would normally use it with. So yeah, so I'm going to be using this primer. You guys have seen me use this in plenty of videos. So I'm going to go in with this. I had already moisturized my face. I do have a few breakouts, as you guys can tell, like in this area right here of my face. Not really sure what's going on. My face, like, is just breaking out. It's throwing a tantrum. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Like a little dot like that, if you guys can see. And I'm just going to go ahead and start rubbing this into my face and just making sure that I get all the areas. And you guys, like I said, I'm not really sure what's going on with my face, or what's, like, you know, like what's going on with these breakouts right here. I really am so mad about them because my face was doing so well. So I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, so I'm just putting this all over the face, making sure I get these areas right here by my nose, because my face has been so dry, like in this area and in this area right here of my mouth. So for sure I need to get that. I might do one side with the beauty blender and the other side with a brush. Actually, I am going to do that just to show you guys and share with you guys what side I prefer it with. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do, let's see. I'm going to do this side with the brush just because I heard that a brush is more full coverage than a sponge. And then this side with the sponge just because I do have these breakouts right here and I want to give this foundation a fair shot. So I'm going to use this side right here, which is my left side, and my right side with the Beauty Blender. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the foundation and I'm going to start on this side right here just because this is where I have my breakouts. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see how this applies and everything. Okay guys, so I zoomed you guys in just a little bit more so you guys can see the coverage and how the foundation works. So I'm going to go ahead and take one pump on the back of my hand, if it comes out. Okay, so 2 pumps just because 1 pump was like a half a pump. And this is the shade, and already I feel like this is going to be the perfect shade match. So I think I did a really good job at shade matching myself. And this is the shade number 4. And I don't smell anything so far. I do have my mirror right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and dab a little bit of this on this side of my face. Okay, you guys, so I already applied it to my face, and I applied most of that pump right there. So now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite foundation brushes. I use this for my my NARS foundation one as well. And oh my goodness, I'm so happy with the color matching that I did. Usually I'm really good with color matching myself. I feel like I'm better than most of the people that try and color match me when I go in. Because I've been giving like deeper shades and it never really works out for me. And you guys, look at that coverage. I'm going to take a little bit off of whatever's left on the back of my hand and just pat it in. And make sure you guys go down the neck when you guys are applying your foundation. Okay, you guys, so that is the coverage with the brush, you guys. And as you guys can tell, I was patting it in. I was not like brushing it or like brushing it around or anything. I made sure like every time I did go in with my foundation brush, I just kind of pressed it into the skin and just did it that way instead of kind of brushing it around, because I feel like that just moves the product around. I'm going to take a little bit of whatever's left on the back of my brush and go in right here, because I did notice it does leave it a little bit red right here in this area. I don't know if you guys can see, I still have a little bit of redness peeking through, but not that much, honestly, and I feel like this was such a great foundation match for the most part. I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and see how this looks. That looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and just dab my Beauty Blender on top of it just so there's no brush strokes or any marks like that. I feel like I would probably go in with a second layer, honestly. But for the most part, it is like a medium coverage, I would say, because you guys can still see my freckles peeking and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but you can still kind of see my freckles peeking through. But I do love like the finish of the foundation, if that makes any sense. The finish is really, really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side with my Beauty Blender now. And this Beauty Blender is clean. I did just wash it, you guys, so it doesn't have any foundation except for whatever I dabbed off on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and take the same amount of pumps on this side of my face, and I am going to apply it using my finger as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and dab this side in really quick. And I'm just pressing, you guys. I am not swiping. I'm just pressing against that. And I'm just going to take whatever's left and kind of go back on this side, you guys, because I do see a little bit of redness peeking through where those breakouts were right there. So honestly, for some reason, I feel like this side of my face has more coverage, and I'm liking the way it looks with the Beauty Blender more than I do with the brush. Just from what I'm seeing so far. Okay, you guys, so that is the coverage that it has. This side is with the Beauty Blender, you guys. And then this side right here is with the brush. So you guys let me know which side you guys prefer, or if you guys don't really see a difference at all. Honestly, in person, I feel like I really like the side with the Beauty Blender way more than I like with the brush. So I'm going to let this set a little bit more, and I'm going to do one more pump and see how much more we can build this, just because it does say buildable, and you guys know I like a very, very buildable foundation. I love buildable foundations for days that I'm not broken out and I just want to do something light like this. This is what I normally would do, and I would be happy with this coverage. And actually right now, even with this breakout right here that I have going on, I feel like I would be really happy with this coverage right here. But I do want to try and build it up a little bit and share with you guys like just how it looks building it up. But I am going to go in with just my Beauty Blender this time because I do prefer it with a Beauty Blender. So I'm going to do one more pump on the back of my hand, just one pump. And I'm going to go in with this and just kind of put it on the areas that I feel like I would like the most coverage on my face, like a little bit more coverage. Okay, you guys, so that is the foundation with the second pump added. And you guys, it did produce a little bit more coverage, and it does feel like I could say that it is a really buildable foundation. I feel like it did add some more coverage to it, and it's like perfect to what I would like. Because of course, to conceal, I always go in with concealer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer, set my under eyes. I'm not going to set the rest of my face just because I want that luminosity to show through. I am just going to set my under eyes and my T-zone area and my laugh lines. But I'm going to share with you guys how this layers on top, and then we will see how it does. So I am going to just use a little bit of this. I don't know if you guys can tell the luminosity, like if you guys can see the glow on my cheeks. But I can see it like on the viewfinder. I'm not sure if you guys are catching that. So it is very luminous. It's really pretty and very skin-like, and it's something that I really like, especially for the summer. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer, and this is in the shade Porcelain because they didn't have vanilla, and I usually like vanilla, but this will do for now. I feel like this one is deeper than the vanilla one. I feel like the vanilla one is more yellow and it's a little bit more bright. But this one for now will do. If you guys can tell, it's super deep under my eyes. I don't know why. But I'm just going to continue to use it until I run out, just because I already paid for it. So that's as much as concealer as I'm going to do right now. I have been liking going lighter with concealer because okay, guys, so my concealer is already blended out. As you guys can tell, I went on the eyelids a little bit because that's how I'm going to prime my eyes for eyeshadow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do eyeshadow like super crazy today. I might do something light and simple. I just really wanted to focus on the foundation. And you guys, it is still very luminous underneath this concealer. I don't know if you guys can see. the luminosity that this foundation is showing, which is something that I'm really excited about, especially for the summer, because I feel like I'm really gonna like this for the summer. And it didn't smell bad. I didn't really smell any fragrance on it, but the coverage is there, you guys, and it does well underneath my concealer. It doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. It feels really good. I already went ahead and set my face, so I will be coming back on camera with you guys after I already finish up the rest of my face and show you guys the end results with this foundation. I will probably zoom in a lot more so you guys can see up close and personal how my skin's looking, how the foundation's wearing, and everything. So let me go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look, the completed look, and you guys, this foundation looks so bomb. I feel like this foundation looks very luminous still, and I didn't go ahead and add any more powder on the rest of my face. The only powder I used was my blush, my bronzer, and I set my under eyes, of course, and my T-zone. But other than that, I didn't use any more powder. Like, I didn't use bake like I usually do, just because I didn't want to add any more coverage to my face or any more powders, just because I wanted to see how this foundation like performed and the luminosity of it. And you guys, I feel like it looks so good, so dewy. I feel like I did the perfect job at shade matching. So I did pick up the shade number 4. That's the shade that I'm using today. And yeah, I really like it. I really enjoy it. I feel like it does look very luminous. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. But I don't know if the light's catching it right, but I feel like I can still see the luminosity showing through even over like my highlight and everything. I feel like it's showing through really well, and I feel like honestly it kind of makes my face look filtered, and it's really like just the foundation that I use. I feel like it's set on my skin really nicely. Like, you could still see a little bit of my freckles, but I feel like I like that personally. Yeah, I like the coverage. Everything worked well so far. Everything built on top of this foundation perfectly. It didn't separate, nothing like that, and I feel like it looks pretty filtered. I don't know if you guys think that too. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and share this video with whoever you guys would like. And thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!